Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Folks, here we are, the end of the Young Jedi Knights series. Man, just feels like a few weeks ago. Oh wait, it was. So book 14, the final book in the series and the final book in the story arc, of course, is called Crisis at Crystal Reef. You see, what's going on is Anja just found out that Zethros was responsible for the war that took place on her world, which really ruined that planet. And so now that she knows this, she's like, I'm going after this joker. He stole everything, I had away from me. He took my life away from me. She goes after him. Remember, she's still struggling with the addiction. Now, she steals Zek's ship, because, Zek's his own bounty hunter now, but not smart enough to, take the keys out of the ship. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, she takes the ship and she goes off. Of course, everyone follows her. The whole gang follows her, including Zek, who's like, that's my ship. I don't think he was saying that. But anyway, it leads them to Mon Calamari, where they meet up with Silgal, the Jedi. Remember from Kevin J. Anderson's Jedi Academy trilogy. Now, Silgal is famous for being a Jedi healer. She most famously healed Mon Mothma when she was suffering from some strange disease. Silgal healed her. Well, now when it comes to addiction, she can heal Anja too, and she does. She finally heals Anja of her addiction. Now, without the spice, she's not as super powered as she was, but she's still talented because she's Galandro's daughter, right? And she still has it out for Zethros. And this is the final confrontation with Black Sun, where everything comes to a conclusion. Zethros will eventually die. He's about to be captured, and he knows there's no way out, so he throws himself into a vat of carbonite, which I guess doesn't freeze him but kill him. Anyway, so he's dead. He's out of the picture, and the heroes win. In fact, Luke Skywalker in the novel says, I'm making you all Jedi Knights now. And they said, what, for just foiling a plan by Black Sun? He went, no, because this is the end of the series. Good night, everyone. No, it didn't really say that, but you can kind of tell that's what, was going on. They knew it was the last book in the series. And they said, well, if Young Jedi Knights, they've been in the academy this whole time, it's time to graduate them, right? Like you would in every, school. So they all get graduated and become fully fledged Jedi Knights, and they are ruling the galaxy now, which is really fun. What did I think of this little 3-book story arc? I thought the 3-book story arc was pretty good, especially because of its connection to Brian Daley's trilogy, which no one had ever done before. So I really enjoyed that. Of course, the art from Dave Dorman is fantastic. I thought it was kind of weird to end on Crisis at Crystal Reef. I was like, the cover looks nice, but it looks like it's if you were just to lay out all these and say, put these in order from first to last, you'd probably put something like Darkest Night or, one of the other ones you'd put as last. Just looking at the covers, Crystal Reef looks something that happens in between the storyline, right? I don't know, I always thought that, because I didn't realize at the time that was going to be the last one in the series until way later, and I was like, oh wait, that's it? There's no more? Because, when they're graduating to be Jedi Knights, you kind of got the picture that was going to be it. That's the end. And yeah, that was all they wanted to achieve. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why the first story arc was 6 books, the next one's 5, the next one's 3. I guess, the deal kept going on, and maybe they were losing the rights and couldn't do any more. I don't know. I never asked Kevin J. Anderson. The only thing he told me is when they did the first 6, they asked for 5 more. So they did a 5-story arc, and they said, hey, give us 3 more. And so they gave him 3 more. And I'm sure they would have given him more if they would have asked, but I guess they thought, you know what, this is good. Because at this time in the late 90s, the new movie's coming out, episode 1, and I think the books and everything were hitting on pause and going, wait, let's see what comes out, because we may want to get into some of that prequel action. Of course they wanted to do that, right? And of course at this point, books were shifting over, new contracts were being signed. Really sucks because this is the end of the Bantam era, basically, in a way, because Del Rey's going to take back the rights, which I was fine with. I don't remember what I thought about when they switched over. I was like, as long as they're going to keep in connection to the other books, I don't care who has it, right? I think that was my attitude back then. But it's kind of the end of an era, so they're wrapping up. And this would also sadly be Kevin J. Anderson's last chronological book that he would write for Star Wars. He wasn't asked back when Del Rey took over, which I thought was a shame. I thought he was pretty good. A lot of people didn't like him, but I have not heard many people say that they hated Young Jedi Knights. In fact, I hear a ton of people say the entire series is fantastic, and I gotta agree with them. It is a fantastic novelization series written for young adults, but adults can enjoy it too. Absolutely worth your time. I don't think they're that hard to find because there are 2 hardbacks that you can get. They reprinted them in hardback, and they're like omnibuses, and they're very, I don't think they're that, I don't know, it's been a while. They may be super expensive now, but I know I bought those when they came out in hardback. I still have all my regular paperbacks with the foil. Supposedly the ones with the foil are really hard to find, but the ones with plain, you know, picture on it is fine. Whatever you can get your hands on though, I would suggest, yes, you get this, and yes, you read it. I think it's a phenomenal series, and I think you're going to love it just as much, if not more, than I. All right, folks, that's all the time I have for now. See you next time with another video.